Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Zudlow's Kitchen. Today, I was going to make meatloaf, but I decided not to. I'm going to make Salisbury steak, so pretty much I'm going to be making burgers. Um, so for this, I have some onion, garlic, my regular seasonings, garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper. I have Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs. So pretty much as I would do with a meatloaf, put the ground beef, which is 96.4, the lean ground beef, put that in a bowl with some onion and some garlic. Put all the seasonings in. The seasonings will be measured out on the website. Then I use about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. You can use as much as you want. I love garlic, so I use a lot. But to the bowl, I add in the seasonings and then 1 egg, just for the binder, along with breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, I would say, is about a half a cup to a cup. It all depends on how you like it. Then just mix it up. Best tools in the kitchen is your hands. And then once you combine it all, get everything ready, and then we're going to form it into small patties. Now, I did patties because that's kind of what a Salisbury steak is. But usually for this recipe, I would use store-bought frozen burgers. I think they taste a little bit better, in my opinion, honestly. I know it has that nice, like, juiciness, but also just very, like, when it's like medium rare, it just tastes good with like the brown gravy. So yeah, but homemade is definitely better, I will say. To the pot, I have milk, butter, and water because those are going to be for the mashed potatoes. Just box mashed potatoes. I didn't get fancy today and make my own, but I will one day. That is going to be a video itself. To the other pan is just a little bit of oil so we can fry up the small burgers. That is the gravy that I'm actually going to use for in the pan once the burgers are done. So, like normal, just fry it. I cooked them, fried them until they were nice and golden brown on both sides, and then I let them rest for about 2 to 3 minutes until the second batch was done. Again, this recipe was supposed to be for my meatloaf video, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do meatloaf today, so I decided to make Salisbury steak instead. But I am going to make a meatloaf video, which represents the one on the website, which is Zudlow's Kitchen. The link in the description will be below. So, frying up these pretty decent, pretty good. Flipping them, as you could see the nice crust on them. I cooked these for about 5 minutes. I did have them a little pink in the middle. I do like things medium rare, and with this, I think it was very delicious. So, at the same time, I'm cooking the mashed potatoes low and slow so it doesn't boil over. The mashed potatoes, again, just boxed. Nothing too spectacular about them. If you want to, you can add some sour cream to them and a little bit more butter, along with some salt, pepper, just to kind of spice it up. It's totally up to you. That's what I love about cooking. Just because you follow a recipe doesn't mean you can adjust it to your own, and that's the best. That is truly the best about cooking. So in this recipe, you could use the brown bits and everything on the pan to actually make a homemade sauce, like gravy. I did not. I used usually the packet gravy, but what I did is instead of having it in warm water like they tell you to, I just added the powder to the pan and then put water in it and like continuously whisked it. As we see here, this is how I made the gravy. It got a little thick, but I just kept going. I added more water as needed. And once the consistency was good, once it made that sauce, that gravy, I add back in the Salisbury steak, and it looks phenomenal. Looks completely delicious. And usually that's how I do with the frozen burgers. I keep saying homemade burgers, but the frozen burgers too. I do the same thing with them. But delicious, and we are ready to try them. So good, so good. All right, so here's what it looks like. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Ooh, I'm excited to try this. Here we go. That's really good. It's not... See, it's perfectly well cooked. There's a little pink. But it's delicious. It's juicy. It's not dried out. And it's just... It is delicious. I'm impressed myself. This is like the second time I use this. Usually when I make Salisbury steak, I use the frozen patties. But today I didn't have any, and I decided to make my own patties, and this tastes really good. Well, thank you all for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to be the best you can be, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!